Now we are going to look at graphing in Google Sheets. So the first thing that I want to do is actually show you how to get to Google Sheets. So you go to Google, make sure you're logged into your account, click on the apps button, go to Sheets, create a blank sheet. Now you have an untitled blank spreadsheet that looks just ready for you to do anything. So we are going to look at creating a graph. The first thing you need for a graph is a data table. And I'm going to cheat a little bit because I already have one made here. So I have to have my data table, I have period 2, period 1, and I have the 4 teams that were used during those periods. So what I'm going to do is highlight, copy, come back to my sheet, and paste. So now I have my data table and it's ready. So all that you have to do now is simply highlight what you want to include in the graph, click Insert, click Chart, and it pops one up for you. So you can actually determine different pieces of what you want your chart to look like. You can change the style, the colors, the axes and titles, the series, the legends, different things like that. There is a way to change the chart type by clicking bar chart. So if we wanted it to be a line graph or with different things like a circle or a pie, we could pick whatever we wanted. But we are going to stick with the bar graph because it's just the easiest to look at. So everything that you want to customize your chart is in this table right here. Typically, setup is going to be already done for you if you highlighted everything you needed and clicked Insert Chart. So we're not going to bother it. We are going to come to Customize because, as you know, different things we need are axes titles, a good title for our graph, we need our legend or our key to be in the right spot. So we're going to adjust that. So to do your titles, you come to Chart and Axis Titles, and then you select which one you want. So if we're going to do a vertical axis title, which will go over here, we'll give it a name, teams, and it pops up. Then we'll do our horizontal title, and it'll say number of points because it looks like they were playing a game with this. So we have our titles, and as you know, period 1 and period 2 is not a good title for this chart. So we'll just highlight and say who, what, when, where, why, and how. And that would be for me to fill in if I had more background information. And that's basically all I need to do. Me personally, I don't like having my legend at the top. So I would come to legend, and since I don't like the position, I would auto format it, and I like them on the right. So once I click that and close this, you can see how it changed my chart to have my legend on the right, which is where I like it. So it is not very difficult at all. And honestly, one of the most difficult things to do is set up the data table. So we are actually going to practice that. I want to show you with the graphing exercises that you actually graphed by hand, like this right here. So we are going to look at the number of hunters first, and we're not going to do the whole chart because I want you to when I'm finished. So we're going to start, and we're going to just go ahead and put in our data table. So we will start with date, number of legal hunters, number of outlaws, and make these fit. So the first date we have is 10/15, and legal hunters was 6 and 2. Then we have 10/18, number of legal hunters is 12 and 4. We'll do one more. 10/25, legal is 11, illegal is 1. So if that was all that my data table was, I simply need to highlight and insert a chart. And it'll pop one up for me, and I really actually do like the bar graph for this, so I'm going to keep it that way. You know, you need to change your title to be who, what, when, where, why, and how. And you need to change your axes titles. And my personal opinion is having the legend on the side, but it is up to you. So that is how you graph in Google Sheets.